Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Oberoi Realty H1 FY24 and Q2 FY24 earnings conference call. We have as Mr. Oberoi, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company, and Mr. Saumil Daru, Director of Finance of the company, with us for the call. Please note that this call will be for 30 minutes, and for the duration of the conference call, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode. And this conference call is being recorded, and the transcript for the same may be put up on the website of the company. After the management's discussion, there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. Should you need assistance during the conference call, you may signal the operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone telephone. Before I hand the conference over to the management, I would like to remind you that certain statements made during the course of this call may not be based on historical information or facts and may be forward-looking statements, including those relating to general business statements, plans, strategy of the company, the future financial condition, and growth prospects. The forward-looking statements are based on expectations and projections and may involve a number of risks and uncertainties and other factors that could be cause actual results, opportunities, and growth potential to differ materially from those suggested by such statements. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Oberoi, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you have dialed in from. Thank you for taking time to take this call. I just want to tell Saumil that I'm unable to open the...
Sir, we have sent it to you again.
No, it's not opening, Saumil. So I think what you do is you take over and you do the introduction, and then I will get in the Q&A. Thanks.
Okay. So very good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for taking out the time for this call. As you know, we have even put out in our press release, India has sustained its growth momentum and emerged as the fastest growing major economy in this fiscal year. The macroeconomic outlook is optimistic and firmly bolstered by the strong domestic fundamentals. We believe that the real estate market will continue its upward trajectory through consistently surging demand for established brands, spacious apartments, and a desire for home ownership. We expect a strong demand in retail driven by the festive season and the increased consumer confidence. As one of India's largest real estate brands, we are also very excited about our much-awaited foray into Thane as we launch our first residential project that follows the tenets of new urbanism and offers aesthetically designed homes and a positive lifestyle upgrade. With this, we open the floor for question and answer. Both Mr. Oberoi and I will be very happy to take your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone wishing to ask a question may please press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Murtuza Arsiwala from Kotak Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Just some simple questions from my end. Can you give us the revised timeline for commissioning of Commerce 3? Last check, you did highlight March 24, as well as for Sky City Mall, and any status on the pre-leasing for these two assets, and also the completion timeline for the Ritz-Carlton Hotel.
So Commerce 3 continues to remain as March 24. We are absolutely on schedule. We are hoping to complete the mall by probably between Jan and March of this year again, as in coming year. And we should be we should be operational probably around June. And we are hoping to, see a bumper Diwali, and post that we will go into the market for leasing. We strongly believe that it would probably take us anywhere between a month and a half to pretty much lease the entire mall, because we have a mall operational and it's very successful. So that's there. And what was your third question? Sorry, if I can ask.
Also on Commerce 3, what's the status of pre-lease, if you could? And on
Also, Morgan Stanley continues to expand its original area, and we will be again shortly opening this up for lease. We are talking to people, larger players, but we will be opening it up soon there as well.
Okay. And on Ritz-Carlton, the hotel?
Ritz-Carlton interior work is in progress, hopefully by end of next year. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Saurabh Kumar from JP Morgan. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Just two questions. One is, just on your margin profile, so your residential business seems to have reset to a high margin. Do you think this is sustainable medium term, given that Thane launch is coming up, but to also have an offset in terms of better realization at 360? So how should we think about this 45% on margin that you seem to have reset versus the 37, 38 you used to operate earlier? So that's question one. And the second is, just in terms of this whole pollution impact, do you think there's a chance that given the directions have come with BMC, the construction activity kind of slows down, both for you and for the broader industry over the next 4 months? These are two questions. Thank you.
Hi, Saurabh. Firstly, we have been very prudent in buying land. So, and we have consistently, shown the industry that one can have these sort of margins. So I don't think one needs to really worry going forward. All our land acquisition is really done very prudently. And with regards to pollution, we all are mindful. We all internally need to ensure that, we take precaution. So we, at least in our sites, we make sure that, least amount of dust is, accumulated or spread or whatever. So one has to be really, really conscious. And I don't think BMC will come out with a general order. They will identify sites that are not following norms and probably will get stringent or strict about it. And I think it's high time they do that. We owe it to our environment.
Okay. Thank you. If I can just take one follow-up question, if that's allowed.
Go ahead.
Okay. Just in terms of, the Bombay is basically going to see a lot of infrastructure investments over, next 2 years especially. But a lot of it is, concentrated on the eastern side in terms of the new airport, the Trans-Harbour Link. Do you think that there's like a realistic change which happens in the Bombay's development axis along the western suburbs now more towards the eastern, especially the Navi Mumbai belt? Or do you think your north and west is still very attractive? Thank you.
No, I think the government is overall focused on increasing or improving the infrastructure of Mumbai. The most ambitious one is obviously the Sea Link, and they are planning to take it right up to Virar and all that. Second, you look at the bullet train, it's BKC starts there. So I'm just saying that I think as far as the government goes, they are ensuring that there is an overall development. They couldn't have had an airport without the Trans-Harbour Sea Link. So obviously that part will open up. But so will, so many other pockets where metro will start reaching, and then this Sea Link, then this Maha Samruddhi, the road between Mumbai and Nagpur, and so many. So infrastructure is, like they're doing it all throughout.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Praveen Chaudhary from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for taking my question. Hi, Vikas. Hi, Saumil. I have a couple of questions. The first one is about 360 West. Could you just update us about the inventory? And I know you're not in a hurry, but how long does it take before you dispose all of that units? And with that, you will get a lot of cash. And I'm just wondering what is the use of cash considering your gearing is very low? So that is the first question. The second question I had was about pre-sales and operating cash flow. Again, operating cash flow has been very strong in the last couple of quarters, but historically it has been volatile. And then pre-sale year over year also is slightly down on a year-over-year basis on a 4-quarter moving average basis. So trying to understand if we're going to see the momentum back from a pre-sale perspective, or maybe you don't see the business like that. Thank you.
Hi, Praveen. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So, Praveen, first thing first, the 360 West inventory continues to sell. We would have loved to have it done faster, but you also have to remember that we have a lag of our partner having sold 50% of, his inventory at a relatively low price. So obviously, now of course, most of it is, resold, or whatever was to be resold is sold. So we don't have much pressure at our end. We have sold, I think, 4 or 5 apartments this quarter, and we sold them at very good rates. So I'm not unduly worried about 360 West, and almost 50 families have moved in, so even that kind of helps us. So that's as far as 360 goes. Obviously, the cash that we will generate will be deployed back into business. We would obviously love to buy new land, and we continue to look at land. And very soon you will hear very interesting deals that we are in the process of doing. Yeah. What else was your question? Sorry, Praveen, I forgot.
No problem. The second question was about pre-sale momentum. I was looking at the year-over-year number. If you take 4-quarter moving average, it has been a little bit down. Not this quarter, but if you take an average. And I also wanted to check the operating cash flow, which historically has been volatile. So I'm just trying to understand, are we getting into a point where we have much more smoother earnings, let's say 2 years from now, 3 years from now, or the nature of the business is that it will remain volatile?
So not really. The nature of business can be managed in a way that it actually gives you a very even, at least year on year, even if it's not a quarter on quarter, because you continue to have seasonal launches, and that probably gives you pre-sales, gives you cash, gives you all the numbers that the market really wants. So one can orchestrate in such a way that, you see what you really, plan for and all that. So I don't think that there is any, reason for us to believe that that cannot be achieved. And again, whenever one has launched a project, you will see a spike, and then you don't have quarters where you obviously see a drop. This quarter, significant contribution has come from our Mudun project, which has done really well. So yeah, I mean, so you always have one or the other project playing out well.
And Praveen, Sorry, just to add to what Mr. Oberoi said, on the operating cash flow, the other aspect that you need to keep in mind is the moment we make out any payments for FSI or towards land or, any of these premiums and all of that, and those are large and bulky and chunky. As far as the accounting bit goes, those payments are, more or less, we almost always hold land towards current assets until and unless, you're building something like Com3 or, what we can say, the Sky City Mall. So except for that, this will always get categorized as an operating cash flow. So what happens is it ends up showing as a consumption of cash in operating cash flow. But, that land I'm going to kind of develop over the next few years. So it's genuinely not representative of a spend for that quarter. So that at times tends to kind of, bring in some of that volatility. The other angle that comes in on the operating cash flow is also on account of, the percentage completion method that we follow. So these two are a little bit of the accounting reasons why you see that. But the moment you take this bit out, then, other than that, the cash flows are all along kind of predictable lines,
That is super helpful, Saumil. That is super helpful. Thank you for adding that. Just to wrap it up with last question, which is a follow-up on the first question, use of cash. I saw that you gave dividend of 2 rupees. I just wanted to understand how do you think about it from a use of cash perspective, or is it just a minor amount that goes out as dividend, but majority of the money will go into business because it's growing so much? Or we should assume that, for example, this year, if we double it, then you have gone from 2 rupees to 4 rupees because business is growing. Just wanted to understand the dividend policy. Thank you. That's it.
So, Praveen, if you look at our financials for March 23 also, when we announced the results and after we concluded our AGM, the proposal before the shareholders in that meeting was to declare a dividend of 4 rupees. So last year, our payout was at about 4 rupees, per share. That consumed about 145 odd crores of, cash in terms of a payout. Compared to an overall annual, profit number, that was, a small percentage. Now, so based on that, what we are looking at, and as you rightly said that, if you have 2 rupees as an interim dividend, and if you declare another 2 rupees, subsequently in the March quarter, that will still aggregate to 4, which was equivalent to, what we paid out last year. Even in the current quarter, if you look at it, for the current half year, where the profit stand at close to about 780 odd crores or 800 odd crores, this consumes about 72 or 73 crores of cash. So, in all fairness, pre-COVID also, we were a consistently dividend-paying company for all years ever since we listed. We intend to, continue down this line. For the present moment, the way we are looking at is that instead of concentrating the entire dividend in one chunk at the end of the year, it also makes it easier from a cash flow management perspective to, split this into 2 installments. And maybe later at some point of time, we could even consider it a kind of making it quarterly, quarter on quarter, which will kind of completely take out any kind of this as far as operating cash flows are concerned. So, you'll always continue to have enough cash that you require for, the growth capital and for reinvesting back in the business. But at the same time, and once we will have, for example, even Com 3 and the Sky City Mall operational, then we are looking at our gross rental going up from about 350 odd crores per annum today to, into a 4-figure digit. At that point of time, again, you will have sufficient cash available. So the idea over a period of time is to kind of move away from annual payout to, a quarterly payout. And what you're seeing this time is just one step in that direction.
Extremely helpful, Saumil. Thank you so much, and congratulations for very good results.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Praveen.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Parvez Qazi from Nuvama Group. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, and thanks for taking my question. So my first question is on the much anticipated Thane launch. So just wanted to get your views on our 2 projects there.
So, as you all know, we've got 2 projects in Thane. One is in Kolshet and the other one is in Pokhran. Pokhran happens to be the bigger one. We are launching Kolshet first. This will be done immediately after Diwali. So that's the timeline. And Pokhran could follow probably a quarter later. And we are very excited. By the way, the work started on site. L&T has been given the contract. These are 5 towers in all, and these are all 60-story towers. Experience center ready, show apartment ready. So we are really excited as well and looking forward. New market for us, and excited, nervous, everything.
Sure. And my second question is about some of our other potential projects in maybe Worli, Gurgaon, Pedder Road, etc. So any update there would be helpful. Thank you.
So, we don't want to speak about something that's not there in the immediate term. All of them are work in progress. Once they happen, we will obviously let you know and let you know well in time.
Thank you, Vikas. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Parvez.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Abhinav Sinha from Jefferies India. Please go ahead.
Hi, Vikas and Somil. Hi. So question on Thane. So, can you let us know what has led to this change in Kolshet being upfronted as compared to Pokhran? And secondly, what is the product going to look like here?
So, no real strategy. Obviously, there's a huge price difference between Kolshet and Pokhran. We just thought that Kolshet had a nose ahead in terms of work having started physically, and hence we thought we will launch that. We are coming up with 3-bedroom apartments, and we have a studio apartment next to the 3-bedroom apartment. So that's the typical combination. It's very similar to what we did in Borivali. And we also believe that the micro market in Kolshet is not addressing this particular product. People are making product that is, it's a combination of 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom. 4-bedroom being probably, maybe 2% or 5% of the entire product. 3-bedroom being another 20%. But their majority is 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom. So we feel that a product of this sort will do well in this market, and that's what we are focusing on.
And sir, what would be the ticket size here, approx?
So, we don't want to give away the rate. You know how it is. So we want to do a special reveal of the pricing. That'll be very attractive. And and you'll get very, very good value for money.
Got it. So secondly, and this is on the Tardeo where I think we have acquired another site close to it. So can you also help us a little bit with how to think about that one in terms of timelines, and how does the site look like currently? Do you have to spend much more on redevelopment part, etc.?
Nothing. In fact, it's a fantastic site. It is overlooking the Wellington Club, and it's a beautiful site. We have 250 plus occupants, or rather original occupants, who will move out, and we'll start development for them and for the pre-sale building. And between what we already have and this one, we will have a little over 5 lakh square feet of carpet area to sell. And I'm told that the market there is anywhere between 60,000, give or take. So we are looking at 3,000 crore revenue in there as well. So it's a good site, very good site, very excited about it.
Excellent, sir. One last, with your permission, on Elysian and Sky City. Any thoughts on the next phases of new launches?
No, within this year for sure, both of them.
Okay, thanks and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Puneet Gulati from HSBC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congrats on good numbers. Can you also comment a bit on the Mulund project? Although the pace was quite healthy this time, but you still have almost 800 plus units to sell, and project is fully complete. If you can elaborate a bit on how you think you will monetize, and what is the pace that you expect from here on?
Hi, Puneet. Puneet, firstly, Mulund's actually done way better than what we ourselves anticipated. And I see this trend continue because, now the product has come on its own. People have seen the product. And I feel that it's very aspirational for the market. and we hope that we will be able to clear the entire inventory in the next 2 years.
Okay. Next 2 years. Okay. Great. Thank you. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Puneet.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Pritesh Seth from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity. Hope Vikas you're fine. Just one question. Since we are launching Kolshet now, what's the status of Pokhran then? I mean, should we expect that to launch, in Q4, or it can get spill over to Q1?
So, Pokhran is also as ready. Our show apartment is ready. Our experience center is ready. We have a small amendment on the plan that we want to make, because today I can't launch until and unless I have, as-built drawings approved. Once the drawings are approved, it goes back to RERA. I already have RERA approval there as well, but I need to go back to RERA, get these amendments in place, and only then I can launch. I am probably 3 or 4 weeks behind what Kolshet is. Of course, the other factor is that we've not started work here. So maybe, we will be issuing contracts in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we will start work, and we will launch within this year for sure.
Sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Within this financial year for sure. We will launch that project also.
Okay. Fair enough. Got it. And Elysian, the next tower should be done.
Also, within the next quarter probably.
Okay. Right.
We just want to ensure, that you get the upside of the market also. So that's what we are looking at.
Yeah. Got it. That's it from my side. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Lester Poon from Pedder Street Investment Management Limited. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. I read that in general, property prices have gone up by over 10% in Mumbai compared to the end of last year. Do you see the price level will continue to rise in the coming quarters? I understand you are usually more conservative, but the general demand and supply dynamics seems to be quite favorable to the housing market. This is my first question. The second one is about your land inventory. It seems that most of your projects, your unsold inventory is quite low. So other than Thane, do you see other areas more interesting for your business development? Thank you. These are my 2 questions.
Thank you for your question, Lester. Firstly, the pricing is just about right, and I think there is great demand, but there's a counter to that demand being there is enough supply as well. So I think if developers don't get very greedy, then you could see this demand continue for a little longer, and we also hope that people do. And if they don't, we would certainly not be the ones rocking the boat unnecessarily to increase prices beyond the point. Unless and until input cost goes up, we pretty much don't push prices up. And we are a Mumbai-centric real estate developer. We are happy looking at land within Mumbai, and we have also branched out in the NCR region. So we are looking at land there as well. So for us, we're happy looking at doing projects wherever there is demand, wherever the buyer can meet the price point that we are looking at. We're happy to indulge in that market. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, I understand. Would you be, to follow up on some of the other questions, would you be more aggressive? And since the market outlook seems to be quite favorable, and so would you be more aggressive in buying land? Would you say revise up your price targets, it seems that if the end product prices are rising, you may need to pay more for land also. Would that be a right scenario?
So, Lester, we have enough land bank that could easily take us through maybe not just one, but two cycles, frankly. So we are not we are not going to get overly aggressive. We will be prudent, and we've always been prudent, and that's why, we are able to maintain a particular margin that we do. And I feel that given the risks that are involved with our business and the time it takes, I think these margins are justified. And so we will be very prudent. I mean, I personally don't want to mislead anybody by saying that we'll be aggressive because, like I said, that we'd rather be prudent than be aggressive about what we buy. It should make money. That's about it, At current market price, it should make money. And if that's the case, then we would be happy looking at land.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Thank you. That's all my questions.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last question. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Oberoi for his closing comments.
Thank you all for taking time out to attend this call. Your questions really are very thoughtful. They are thought-provoking. They lead us to thinking, deeper into what we do. And like I always say that we are always available. Please reach out to us. And thank you once again. And happy Diwali to you and your family as well. Thank you.
Thank you, members of the management team. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Oberoi Realty, that concludes this conference call. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.